I'm actually going to read the mind of somebody here, and you're thinking, whose mind is he going to read? I'm actually going to read the mind of the gentleman sitting behind Gwen. What is your name, sir? Derek. I'm going to read your mind, and I've chosen you because I get a sense it won't take so long. Derek, you don't want me to pick up the thoughts you're thinking right now, otherwise I wouldn't be here. Here's what I'm going to do, Derek, is I'm going to draw a circle in the air just here. Derek, can you see where I've drawn the circle? You can? How long has that been happening, Derek? What I'd like you to do, Derek... Oh, I've just walked into the circle. What I'd like you to do, Derek, is I'd like you to see the number inside the circle. It can be a 2-digit number or a 3-digit number, but don't tell me what it is, because in a minute, Derek, I'm going to tell you what it is. That's what mind reading is. I'm going to tell you the number that you have just made up inside the circle. Make it a 2-digit number or a 3-digit number, because it's more fun. Over here, Derek, is a square. And inside the square is your house, the house where you live. And here's what I'd like you to do, Derek. Take the number and put it on the front door of your house. And throughout this procedure, all I want you to do is keep seeing the square and keep seeing the number you have made up. Because in a minute, I'm going to tell you what that number is. But first, well, I'm going to see if I can have a stab at it. In a minute, I'm going to ask you to shout out the number. But I'll have to ask you a couple of questions about your house. Your house, Derek, is it detached or semi-detached? Detached. You've done well, Derek. 4 bedrooms or 5? 2. Shouldn't you be at a bed and breakfast? And what is your house made of? Bricks. Lovely. What, all bricks? No windows at all? Where I live, we call that an institution. Don't we, Gwen? Look. Now, you don't know this. Oh, I'll draw some curtains. I'm not very good at drawing curtains, but your skirt's certainly going to help. You don't know this, but actually, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on my 2nd career. I used to be a psychologist. You didn't know that, and you didn't know that. You didn't know that, and you didn't know that. You did know, didn't you, sir? Because I've been seeing you for years. But I won't go into details about your condition because that wouldn't be kind. But it's certainly nice to see you in men's clothes. You're going to have what's called an involuntary subliminal movement, and that's a psychological thing. And I'll tell you what I mean by that is I'm going to draw numbers in the air. And when you see a number that's close or similar to the number you're just thinking of, you might blink or you might twitch. You won't even know that you're doing it because it happens below conscious level. Are you ready for this? Here goes. That's lovely. I think I've got the first number. Marvellous. May I thank you for being a lovely sport. Can we have a big clap for my friend here? And what I've done is I've committed myself to a number, and I'm going to put my hand over the door because I don't want you to see the number. But I'm putting my hand over the door so that you can't see the number. Sir, can you see a number? Because my hand is... But you can see a house, can't you? You can see a house, can't you? And you can see a house, but you can't see the number. May I ask you something about this number? The number that I asked you to think of, was it a 2-digit number or a 3-digit number? Not a 3-digit number. Well, that's not a problem. Well, I am now looking at a 2-digit number of a rather delightful house. I can actually see the garden as well. And you're rather blessed. I'm not a keen gardener either. May I ask you for the first time, when I asked you to make up a number, what was the number you made up, sir? What was the number? Would you shout it out in your nice, clear, loud voice? What was the number you made up? What was the number, sir? Would you shout it out for me now, please? You're getting on my nerves. Would you shout out the number, please? What was the number? 42. That's fine. Did you see a 63 hovering in the background? I've drawn a picture of a house, but I had very little chance to do much detail, and my hand once again is covering the door. But when I remove my hand, you will see a number. You chose the number 42. Sometimes I'm pretty close. Like, 2 numbers would deserve a round of applause. 1 number, I think you should go pretty wild. You said number 42. Gwen, what number does it sound there?
42!
Thank you. It's just a gift. Would you like to... Why don't you keep that, sir, as a little souvenir? Because while I was reading your mind, I popped inside your house and... You need all the decorations you can get.